right. Talos Principle. Part a million. I don't know. Part a lot. I haven't been keeping track. I don't even remember. Let's see. It's been about a week since I played. The last thing I did was, I think I solved the puzzle, and I was looking for X's on a map, and the puzzles in this area all involved something that stores the lasers. I can't remember what they're called. Collectors? Oh, and I said I was going to do this right when I got back. Aha! I remembered one thing. Okay. Reconnaissance! Okay, so these are the things that... Accumulator, that's what they're called. Boom. Okay, I can get in there with this, so I'll do that first, because that's definitely the first step. Or is it? What's over here? Okay. I can accumulate green at some point through... No, these gates don't let lasers go through them. So, if I get a driller, though... Aha! A driller. I know there's got to be one around here. What's this? That is a... combiner? What is that one? Is that the one that combines two colors to make a third color? Oh. 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 Okay. That's fair. Okay. What is it called? Converter. RGB converter. And there's the driller. Alright. So, do I have... And a connector. There's a lot of stuff in here, but I don't think it's that bad. Let's just keep these open. This will let me get the driller out, right? I need the driller on the other side of this whole thing. Yeah. Okay, so that's step one. Because then I can pass through a... I wonder if I... For now, I'll... Do I need to go in here ever again? I don't think so. But maybe I'll need to shoot lasers through there? We'll see. Okay, so... Let's go get green. Oh, I need to collect it first. Alright, and so now I have green. I can, from here on out, I believe I can just use a driller there. And what do I need? I need probably... Okay, I'm going to need blue and red. So to get red, I need green and blue. And... Wait a minute. Yeah, green and blue makes... Okay, I think I've pretty much got what I need. As long as I can get all three pieces in here. This wasn't so bad. So, what I'm going to need is to... do this. This is going to be my green source. And then, that's fine. I think this is good enough. So I want to grab blue, attach it to blue, and I want to grab blue and green and attach it to red. Yeah. Gotcha. Where are the lasers? I mean, where's the, where are those things going in this level, I wonder? Let me see if I could follow it. Oh yeah, I remember actually. It goes back to there's an island where I started. Okay. And then, oh, how many have I done? I also remember last time I was on like a just do all the puzzles kick, and I didn't really talk to anyone, so I'm gonna talk to people if I can. There's still an optional puzzle. Let's see if I could talk to you. The music is really loud today. I don't know if my settings have changed.
Hey, 1K.
Hey, do you think the answers we seek exist within ourselves?
Look, self-reflection is important, but only thinking about yourself, your inner identity, becomes narcissistic. You exist, whether you like it or not, in a dialectical relationship with the world. Identity has no meaning without society, and society has no meaning without the individual. It's in that tension that we really come into being.
It's funny, when he started, he was like, you exist, like it or not. And that wasn't the end of the sentence, but it was like, oh, man, that's dark. But then he continued. Okay, thanks, that's all. Well, that was short and sweet. Those are interesting over there. I'm going to go look at them. I think they're just set dressing, but I'm going to check them out. I don't know. That's a cool look. Also, it does feel like I'm missing some secrets. Like, I'm going to explore the outside of this just in case. Like, well, what are you? What are you? Alright. Okay, back to the other tangent I was on, which was to go check out that thing in the water. I can't tell if it is something that is an actual thing I can get to and look at closely, or if it's just kind of a big thing in the water. Oh, no, I can get here, and there's something red under there. Do I need a person on a thing? I think I need either to go up and platform my way across, or... Oh, it's a platforming puzzle. Darn it. I was hoping it was a, Oh. I was hoping it is a, hey, you need to get two guys out here with a platform. Alright, this does not seem like it's going to be very fun to me, so I'll try and take it slow. I always run everywhere. Maybe I don't need to run. Let me try not running. I feel like... Okay, let's try it. Yeah. Okay, let's try by running. It's hard to time the jump when you're running. I don't know why. I'll try and jump a little earlier. Okay, yeah, this is definitely a platforming thing, and I don't really enjoy it. I wonder if using a controller would be easier. I do have a controller, but it's not hooked up right now. I really don't want to do this. So I'm going to try, like, I'll give myself a limit 3 more times. And you know what? Actually, I'll do it, but I'll pause the game and just get to the end. So that way you don't have to watch me struggle, because it's really awkward. I wonder if I should just jump, jump, jump. Almost. That's promising. This doesn't have a, what is it, coyote time? Jump, jump. No, yeah, see? Maybe I should jump earlier the first time. I'm definitely... I'm close. Okay, so let me stop on the 4th one. And like I said, if this one, honestly, if this doesn't go well, oops, ignore that. But if this doesn't go well, I'm going to just pause my video, do the puzzle, not the puzzle, but do the annoying thing, and then unpause. Okay, maybe just 2 at a time. Oh, I think I'm gonna get it this time. Yeah, okay. Of course. Okay, pausing it. Here we go. Alright, it took me 4 more times. One time I got to here and fell off, and then the other time I actually fell off twice at the beginning. Or the other 2 times I fell off at the beginning. And then one time I think I did this, watch. It was like, oh, and then I fell off on this side. I don't remember, but I got it. I wonder if those were the X's. In fact, I'm going to try and look at my history. So I'm pretty much all the way at the bottom. Where is the map? It's in... No. No. Here it is. Yeah, okay. It's this one. So the X's are little flame things. I got this one, I got this one. I think to get this one, I have to actually beat all the puzzles, it looked like. Okay. Onward and onward. I don't think we're going upward. Is that a puzzle? What? There's a satellite. I thought it was a giant speaker. I think this is an optional puzzle, or it's number like 7 or 8 or something. I think I did 8. It's an optional puzzle. Alrighty then. Oh, okay. Lateral inhibition. Inverter. Accumulator. A fan on the wall. That one's interesting. I don't know if we've done fans on the wall yet. Ah. Well, I don't have any idea what's going on here, so I'm going to just start experimenting. We got red. What is this? Inverter? Does this mean I can't run down the hallway? It does. Does that also turn off? It does. Okay. Alright. So, what do I want? What color? Let's get rid of you. I want... I don't want any color. I want to... Oh, I got it. Okay. That's easy enough. So, I need to collect... So, this needs to be connected to there from somewhere I could see, like that. And I need to accumulate blue. This part's easy, but I have a feeling there's more of a twist. Is the twist that I need another thing on the side? What are you doing? Are you the ending? You're the ending. Okay. I see the conundrum. Is if I pick this up, that closes. So, I think I got it. I think I need to store red. That wasn't long enough. Okay. Now, if I could... bring this over here. And somehow connect red while being on that side. And I'm good. It seems like this is sort of right, but not quite. Is this the case where I'm overcomplicating things? I have an idea. My idea is somehow if I could block the laser, like if two lasers are headed into that at the same time. Let's see what happens. The thing is, excuse me. Okay. And then I remove it, and we're good from the other side. But how do I set it up like this? I think I got it. I think this has to start connected to that. And then be over here. And then I keep the connections and connect these three things together. Why isn't it? Okay, well I could at least connect them manually, I guess. There we go. Alright. Not so bad. Oh, can I just get out through here? There's no door, is there? That would have been too convenient. Okay. Oh, the fan's still on. Okay. I'm almost done with this area, aren't I? I'm excited to move on to the next area and just see what it is. This is... I mean... This feels like it's missing something that some of the other ones had. Just like the incredible wonder of just like seeing these... a giant, weird-shaped place. Like the... oh, that's a lot of colors. Okay. The place here is just a big tower, which I've seen before. Rainbow. Why are there so many games about rainbows? So this is just gonna be a complicated, like... Okay. I mean, there's not much to this except it's gonna be a pattern of stuff. And I just have to figure out how to do the pattern of stuff. I'm guessing that one of the blues will be here and connecting to one of those from this side. Let's just try that for now. It might be wrong. But my instinct is to do something like that and then have one of these. No, that's not going to work. Like, that's what I was thinking. Alright. So this is just going to be a trick of, like, figuring out the pattern. So if red is in the middle... We could do... Let's think about this mathematically. I'm gonna need to get... This might be a situation like this, where like, okay, that makes green. And then... Yeah, I got it. My instinct wasn't completely wrong. I just was doing blue instead of red. But it is going to be this pattern. There we go. Not so bad. Just have to think about it.
The particle clouds continue to be exactly the same.
Thank you. Thank you for the update. What's that over there? Oh, that's another... I don't think I can get to those, right? Yeah. But once I'm in the middle, I should be able to. I wonder if I could just... Is that a puzzle? Oh, this music's cool. I don't know if I heard this track yet, but I like this one. Yeah, that's neat. And I don't know if I've done this lore yet. I've done some lore. This doesn't sound familiar. From an interview with a protester outside the Institute for Applied Pneumatics. Why did you join this protest? Well, artificial intelligence is inherently dangerous to this planet's ecosystem. Defending that ecosystem is our responsibility. Well, in what way is artificial intelligence dangerous? I'm not some paranoid idiot imagining Skynet taking over the world, alright? That's science fiction. But what we're talking about here is an artificial intelligence without any of the attachment we have to the natural world. It's not capable of distinguishing between, say, an ore and a tree. Everything's just resources to it. People like Sarabhai or Drennan talk about ethics and philosophy, but they all embrace the same extractivist ethos that has brought us to the brink of disaster. Their intelligent being would try to optimize the world in its image, and in so doing consume it. When 4120-666F6F6C... Okay, I'm not going to do that anymore. But so far they're saying it's all theoretical. The atom bomb was theoretical at first, too. Once something is there, someone's going to use it. And Miranda says, why couldn't they imagine that we might care about the world? And Athena says, I don't know. Maybe because they were teased and no one else caring. Sick burn! Sick burn, Athena. Oh man. Okay. From Hypatia's Journal, Volume 1, The Founding of New Jerusalem, Day 200. Construction on our new home is coming along nicely. We finished 2 new buildings last week, and this week we started on our new lodgings. Athena and Cornelius have plans to erect a tower in the middle of the settlement, which will serve as our administrative center and main heliport. But right now, that's still a long way off. Decades at the least. It's hard to imagine that one day we'll be able to erect structures like that, and there will be enough of us to need that much space. But then I look at the dam and I remind myself, our ancestors built that, with their short lifespans and soft flesh and bone bodies. And then I think to myself, that there's really no limit to what we can achieve given enough time, patience, and the capacity to dream. Neat. I remember liking Trevor's, so here we go.
Strap in, this is a long one.
Thank you.
You may have heard the story of the carpenter who died to redeem humanity's sins. It's a powerful story, bittersweet, very human, and I just want to tell you that it's true. He was a real person, and his name was John Carpenter. He was born in the year 1948, and he was the coolest filmmaker to ever walk the earth. From Halloween to The Thing to They Live, the totally underrated In the Mouth of Madness, mind you, he just made classic after classic. All of his movies, really fun, really atmospheric, but also really smart. Even when they were goofy, most directors would kill to have made just one of those movies. And what did he get for it? A big, fat truckload of nothing.
I don't know, he's
Well,
in a pretty cool band.
Less than nothing. The studios, the critics, even the fans, they hated him. The Thing, okay, for example, which is about as perfect a movie as you can make, completely torn to shreds. And his career never really recovered. Every movie after that was a struggle, and after a while, he just got tired of it and quit. He only really came back to movies in his 70s. How many works of genius did we never get because of that? Look, I have a point here. People like Carpenter, people like Alex, they're not always appreciated in their own time. If you just do what's popular, you might never create anything important. Of course, we admire people who did the right thing, who didn't conform, but we only ever admire them after the fact. What matters is to support people when it's difficult.
Huh. John Carpenter right now is making music, right? Carpenter Brute, I think.
Hey, 1K, what's up?
Time for me to ask you questions. Shall I spill the beans immediately? First thing, I think I shall.
I don't get involved with that. I think we should discuss everything openly and then vote, not play games behind each other's backs.
But I'm playing games behind people's backs right now. The game is the Talos Principle 2. What do you think about the Somnodrone business?
I'd never heard of it before, but it sounds fascinating. I mean, imagine exploring a place inside yourself that you didn't even know existed. Might really give you a new perspective. Or it might be really stupid, but it's probably cool.
One of the two. Do you think the founder might still be here?
I don't know. It all
Thanks.
looks
I wish they had
pretty
just
abandoned to me.
I wish they had just
But
ended it right there.
Maybe it is all a test.
Just like, I don't know, and then like just moves on. At some point maybe it will do that. You think the founder was right that we have to add our own meaning to the world?
I don't know. Sometimes I'd like to believe that everything happens for a reason. That there's some external force that gives us purpose and meaning. But then I think about all the horrible things that happen to people, and I can't accept that those things were meant to happen. That they couldn't have been avoided. So in that sense, I agree. We should find our own meaning. But to be completely honest, I find it hard to just impose meaning on the world. I'm not as driven as someone like Byron. I feel more moved by Miranda's recordings than by my own ideas.
Ooh, a choice. Let's see. Perhaps adding meaning to the world is something we do together. Perhaps meaning is found in other people. I don't like 4. I like these 2 things.
It's not that I don't have passions, 1K. I do, but they're not enough. At the end of the day, it's all just me.
All right. Let's move on, shall we? There's probably someone I haven't talked to. I'm fairly certain, actually. But unless I come across them while I'm heading to the exit, I don't know if I'm gonna do it. Although I do like to talk to everybody every time I can. Did I find... I found the thing here, right? How do I check that? Tab. Yes, I did. Okay. I did not... Okay, that's fine. I've done everything except gone in the main tower. I don't think I've talked to all of them, because I really spent a lot of time purposely not talking to people. And I also don't know if I've done all the lures. I see there's a hand in this direction past this, so I'll head over there and see. Like that looks like a lure. Have I done that one? Oh, come on. They're making it annoying. What's that thing? Alright. I'll head over there for the sake of completionism. I may have done this one, but I don't know. This is very familiar looking, but I may have just ran right past it. There's a good chance. Yeah. Oh, no. I did this one. Right? Yeah, okay. Cool. And then I must have looked at this thing, right? This is really interesting. Oh well. Okay. Alright. there's a really cool synth in this song. It's like, it's doing that kind of noise. It's pretty awesome. Oh yeah, the soundtrack of this game is pretty great. I was stopped running because there's like a sound in this music, and I was trying to figure out if it's me running and my running went perfectly to the music, or if it was in my imagination. And it turns out it was my imagination. It's just in the music. It's just a beat. It's cool. Anyway. Alright. This doesn't look very fun. Oh, there's only 4 pieces. Let's just hope for the best. Okay. Why can't I take it? Sure. Alright. Before I move on, is over there, right? I guess I have to go one more. Oh.
Sometimes it seems the only choices we have are renouncing civilization or mindless expansion. But that's not the only path forward. Embracing deliberate control over nature doesn't have to mean destruction. We are a species of artists and artisans, blessed with the ability to transform the raw material of the cosmos into new and better shapes. Shapes that have meaning. With our technology, we can take this chaotic world, so full of suffering, and turn it into a work of art.
I got kind of distracted during that voice line trying to figure out if there's a way to get over there. So like, if I put my camera underwater, I can see the topology of the area. And it looks like maybe from there, there's sort of a land bridge that could take me over there. I don't know if I've been over there or not, but it looks like somewhere I want to go. So I'd have to like go back to there and then get in the water. I'm gonna do it. And then, honestly, maybe I should reread what she just said. Like, I caught the gist of it. We can make the world beautiful, and so on. Let me read it before I forget.
Sometimes it seems the only choices we have are renouncing civilization or mindless expansion. But that's not the only path forward. Embracing deliberate control over nature doesn't have to mean destruction. We are a species of artists and artisans, blessed with the ability to transform the raw material of the cosmos into new and better shapes. Shapes that have meaning. With our technology, we can take this chaotic world, so full of suffering, and turn it into a work of art.
Okay.
Let us consider the city. What is a city? It is not a gift from the gods, nor the product of nature. Unlike a mountain or a river, it is something that must be built through the deliberate arrangements of material by a mind imposing order on the world. And it is built to serve a purpose. To that end, it has roads and fountains and walls. And to the same end, it has laws and leaders. And though each city is built according to a different plan, all cities must serve their purpose, or they will fall and become ruins. Therefore, we may conclude that a city is also a kind of machine, constructed to improve the life of its citizens.
So the first voiceover was Athena basically saying, because we have creativity. As we shape the world, you know, by building anything, things that have practical purposes, it doesn't have to be a destructive situation. Like, we're smart enough to, sorry, I don't think I've ever looked at one of the sides of these before. We're smart enough to not only create things that are functional, but things that have a pleasing, that are pleasing to the eye. And they're not mutually exclusive. We don't have to ruin the world and the look of the world and I guess, you know, the nature of the world to build the things that we need to survive. And voiceover 2 was, hey, cities are complicated. You know, his argument was that cities have a specific purpose to protect their people, and if they stop doing that, I'm assuming that can mean a myriad of things. Like, they stop having jobs, for example. That's a common one, right? A city or a town springs up around a mining situation, and the mine runs out. I mean, it's not a common situation, but it's like a trope throughout history that this has happened. Or a specific type of production, like automakers. If the automakers go under or something like that, then the city loses its purpose, which was specifically to house the people that were there to do that thing. And it can fall to pieces. And so he compares that to a machine. I don't know if I think that comparison makes sense to me, but I do agree with the sense of, like, hey, if cities lose their purpose, that's when they begin to fall apart. Like, you can make a machine with no purpose. I guess that's almost a purpose in itself. But once it stops functioning, it could fall apart. Not necessarily. You could turn off a machine and wait 30 years and then maybe come back and turn it on again. I don't know. I'm not sure I agree with the whole cities and machines are the same aspect of the argument. Alright, let's take a look at what we got here. That won't work. But maybe... No, that won't work. Could this work? If I do the L and then the... I mean, not the L, the Z and then the L? No, this one first? No. What? No, not quite. Okay. Ooh! I'm gonna start like this and then start building in that direction. No, I want to turn this. No, that's not right either. That's... No. Okay. This doesn't seem super promising, but I'll try it. Well, alright, I was wrong. Okay. Great job, 1K. You did it. Now I need to get over there, because I'm fairly certain that's where the last piece of the thing is. The last fire. Oh no. I've been missing switches. Oh no, the first one was a switch that I pulled, wasn't it? Oh boy. Okay, so I did miss... I've only missed one switch. Where's the... How do I get back? Over this way? Where's the ground knot? Okay. Okay. I remember. It's because it's been so long since I started this area. I forgot that I did find a switch, I think. I'm fairly certain. So that means that there should also be a switch near that platforming puzzle I did. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to run back there. I mean, I'm going to estimate another 40 seconds, but I don't have a clock that I can look at and pay attention of running, so. And I don't want to count out loud. That's not the most wonderful content in the world to watch. I really like the architecture of this area. Like, it's interesting because I don't like the atmosphere of this area, but the architecture is some of my favorite. Like, I really liked that one puzzle where you like went up. It was like on a little plateau. It's over there somewhere, isn't it? In the middle of the water. Oh. Well, there you go.
I've been wondering.
I
what
bet you
made
have.
Our ancestors settle in these god-forsaken places. It can't have been easy with those frail, squishy bodies of theirs.
Tell me about
What
it.
makes a caveman go, yes, this frozen hellscape is where I want to live out my days? You think Byron was right? Is it in our nature to be wanderers?
I like these two answers.
We do, don't we? A species of problem solvers, like Drennan said. That must be why I sometimes find myself imagining building new cities.
No, I want to ask you about anything. Anything and everything. Oh.
Yes. So you could be talking about a gravitational singularity. Like the point within a black hole where density becomes infinite and space-time breaks down. But the term has other applications too.
If I choose this, should be like, of course not. There's no way. This is much more interesting
You're
to me.
right. It is fascinating. You know, our ancestors went to incredible lengths to try and understand reality. They built super colliders and sent telescopes into space to find traces of the Big Bang. I guess the founder was walking in their footsteps.
I should get back to work. Running to a puzzle that I didn't even know existed. Well, I did know existed, but I thought I did correctly. Alright. I think if I just go, I'm just going to run straight until I can't run straight anymore and see where I go, because I think that will take me generally in the right direction. And I'm guessing I'm looking for a little angel statue with a switch on it. I hope. Where's that thing? Where's the platforming puzzle? Is it more this way? I'm lost. Oh, I'm really lost. Oh, there it is. Oh, I don't know if that's the right place. Oh no. Let me consult my map. Oh no. Okay, so I got that one, I got that one. This base island that I'm on, it's in the bottom right corner. I think I'm on the right island. So it should be over here somewhere. And I think I'm looking for an angel statue in the middle of the woods. Or... Nope. Is there anywhere that I can walk over to that? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Oh. Sure. Oh. Okay. Where was that found? I think it was right near the entrance. So if I just run back to the entrance, I should be able to collect that thing and hear a little cutscene. That was funny. Good comedic timing where I was looking for a thing. The moment I stopped looking for it and look in the wrong place, I turn around and bam, right there it is. Oh. They should have them talk to each other. I should be able to overhear that. Alright. Where was that thing? So I came in there. In the giant shoe building. Oh. It's blinking on the map. Perfect. Thank you, game.
None may know what came first, error or sin, and yet every choice depends on it.
I would argue that error and sin are often the same thing. Not always. Like, there's definitely some crossover, though. Like, I'm not saying that every error is a sin or that every sin is an error. This is like one of those logic problem situations where just because some errors are sins and some sins are errors doesn't make all sins errors and vice versa. But I would argue there's definitely some crossover. People that commit certain sins are definitely making huge errors.
Halt, creature of clay. You have taken another step towards the flame.
Thank you.
Before you continue, ask yourself, have the gifts of Prometheus ever truly benefited your people? Or have they brought nothing but strife?
Well, it depends on what you mean by the gifts of Prometheus. Like, if we're going with, like, the literal, hey, he gave us fire, then yes. Fire is great. Lady, I'm a robot.
But have they not brought just as much suffering themselves?
I mean, yes and no. Not really. Yeah. I mean, I agree with both of these.
The suffering of the past is nothing before the horrors
You're wrong.
of the unleashed flame. Consider this as you continue your quest.
Okay, Pandora is wrong. If we're choosing at the end about who's right and who's wrong, Pandora, you're wrong. All right. I don't have a lot more time. Maybe
I've been thinking. There's 3 towers per cardinal direction and 3 entities. You'd think it would be symmetrically arranged. 1 tower per entity, right? But we haven't seen Prometheus at all.
We're built to find patterns. Maybe we're trying to find patterns where there aren't any.
All right. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I don't have much time left. So I am going to hop in, read any social media that's available, and then move on to the next place and hopefully end the game with a nice screenshot. My farming obsession. Ah, there's more. Oh, right. I didn't agree with any of these. What's new? Pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like I read this last time. Maybe not. Okay. Let me read it again. Melampus, one of the loopier first companions, dreamed up the Somnodrone back in the day. It was supposed to help us visualize the black box that is our own internal algorithms and so provide some kind of moral or spiritual insight. It never properly worked, of course. Apparently, the founder took an interest and experimented further with the technology, correcting some of the mistakes Melampus made. Still a loaded tosh if you ask me, but maybe she made it work. Okay. And then there's one other thing on... What am I missing? Oh, this one. The satellite. Alright, so here we're gonna... Oh, I keep exiting instead of going to the next place. So we're gonna go to the next place. We're gonna take a look at it. And that will be the end of that chapter. Travel to North 3. The Lost Marshes. Woo!
This area looks flooded as well.
Our ancestors melted a whole lot of ice. After they died, most coastal settlements were claimed by the sea. South of New Jerusalem, there's a whole city under the water. We went there once with Garrus, when I was an apprentice. It was eerie.
That's exactly why the founder created the goal. When you go past the limits, this is what happens. Mother Nature always gets her revenge in the end.
This isn't revenge, Al. It's just failure. People, cities, mountains. As far as the sea is concerned, it's all the same. Their mistake was forgetting that, telling themselves nothing would change. It always does.
It's crazy how easy it is for me to get distracted by an animal in a video game like that. Like, it was just running around on a seemingly random pattern, but I was paying much more attention to it than some of the other stuff that was going on. Games oftentimes feel pretty empty, so like, whenever anything like that, wildlife or anything exists, it really catches my attention. This is a beautiful place. Like, this is what I was... This... way better than the last one, visually. Like, it's just so interesting looking, right off the bat. Look at that. All those wires. Alright. Let's see what we got. The usual. I think this is as good a stopping point as any. Well, thanks for watching.